Yo, what's up? My name is GMU Y'all are probably here because of Icarus' last video about his extreme demon layout, in which he directed some very nice words at me. Thank you for that. And also kindly shouted out my channel. The first half of the level is going to be decorated by me. This is what this video and the ones that are gonna follow eventually will showcase, my building and decorating process, my thought process, my choices, everything that goes into decorating and creating. Basically, quick disclaimer, this was originally gonna be a normal live commentary of me being in the editor, just building, decorating, doing my thing, and giving live commentary of my choices, my thought process, as I said. But I forgot to turn my mic on in OBS because I usually record showcases where I don't need my voice, and so I forgot about that, and I had my mic turned off, and so the audio didn't record. So what I did was I just took the footage of me decorating, sped it up, and I'm gonna do, as I'm doing right now, a post commentary, basically a post video commentary. Nothing too complicated, but I just wanted to preface the video with this disclaimer. Yep, that's all I wanted to say. Yeah, and enjoy the video. Okay, so as you can see, I had already done some decorating because I just couldn't help myself, so unfortunately you don't get to see every single little detail from layout to fully decorated part, but there's still enough left of the level for me to fill a few videos full of content, so don't worry. But yeah, starting off with the first structure, I immediately knew that this should be more of a far down reaching structure to establish a bit of depth, add to the atmosphere. Instead of having like very high up ground spikes, I wanted to add some black glow at the bottom and then have the structure go all the way down, as I said, to establish a bit of atmosphere, just to emphasize the vibe of the level. Used fairly simple decoration, nothing too outlandish, nothing too complex. I didn't want to keep it too simple, but also not too complex, because I don't want to spend an eternity on this part, which I usually do. My solos take a lot of time, not because they're like overly complex or anything, but more so because I do like one structure a day and then I get tired of GD. But I digress. Yeah, as you can see, fairly simple structure, filled out a bit of the inner part there, and I'm gonna add some air decoration here because the space between those two blocks and the ground spikes was a bit empty, and in some cases that's good. In some cases you can work with a fairly empty looking level, which adds to the atmosphere, but not in this case. And so I went for a bit of air decoration. You have these pulsing things, those bubble things I ended up deleting because they didn't fit the overall vibe, just happy looking bubbles. And then you have like a, as the name suggests, overwhelming black and white claustrophobic looking level. Doesn't really work. And here we have the same dilemma again. Empty space I originally was gonna fill with a saw, but up there in the upper right corner you can see 2 of the 3 saws that are placed there. And so what I didn't want to do is fill the entire screen with just saw blades. That would have been pretty repetitive, and so I experimented with some block designs, that I mainly ended up scrapping. This one you can see me building right here. Doesn't really look too well, too good. Yeah, it really just didn't fit into the level, not necessarily in terms of like the style of decoration, but it just felt out of place. I don't know, maybe it's just me, but I thought it looked absolutely horrendous. There is a giant fucking bug in my room. Yeah, anyway, back to the level. I'm sorry if you can hear it in the background, maybe you can't. Actually, it's a wasp, I think. Yeah, I ended up going for a simple logo. Well, I mean, it's not really a logo, it's just my name. But my point stands, just put my name in there because why not? Gotta let people know who did the decorating, which is what I did. I think I could have maybe just went for some simple air decoration, maybe even in fact a saw, but it's not final. If I think that it doesn't look good, I'm gonna change it. What I'm doing here is again filling up empty space because I know I said that sometimes empty space is good, but not in this instance, and I usually don't like having too much empty space, and so I just did some super simple blocks, these stone wall looking blocks, which I absolutely love. They're super versatile. You can basically use them in any style or situation. Did some random ass air decoration here, which I'm still not sure if it looks decent. But hey, sometimes you just gotta roll with it. Don't think about it too much. Yeah. As I said, I don't know if I'm going to change it or not, but we'll see. Then a saw blade, which is, simple decoration. It fits the style. It looks good. It's just more filling out empty space, decorating the individual blocks a little bit. Put the saw blade there, and there you have it.